Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your June general reading. I've laid out the axes of the horoscope wheel. I'll start reading with the 10th house because that represents the midheaven, but I will clarify beginning with the first house with the African Tarot and finish up with an oracle card. So, if you like these readings, if you find them useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank all of you that do. And so, Virgo, Queen of Cups is your overall energy. This is indicating something of a shift for you as your focus is turning more and more to the cultivation of your emotional well-being, as you have recognized those things that you may have considered as weaknesses, those things that make you feel vulnerable are now things that you have learned to find the gifts within, so that you are now grateful for many of the challenges you've experienced, in recognizing that they have led you to where you are now, in a stronger, more compassionate place, able to recognize in others the support that you have needed, that you do need, but able best to share your vulnerabilities, expose them in a way that humanizes the help that you offer to others, your capacity to offer greater help. And this is you really looking for and pursuing those opportunities that feel good to you. And this may be, in fact, a new effort for you. And when I say that feel good, I don't mean a thrill. I mean things that actually make you feel better, lead to happiness, satisfaction, and the ability to serve, recognizing the abundance that is part of your life. In the 10th house, we have the 8 of Cups. Interesting, as you are cultivating this fantastic ability to recognize the wealth and abundance within your emotional experience, the enrichment of your life, you are recognizing that you have outgrown a certain situation. This may be a career, this may be some aspect of a career that you are graduating away from. This may be the location of a job, but wherever it is that you find yourself working, living, you have outgrown the situation. You recognize that all of the factors, many of your allies do not work towards your greater fulfillment, but actually you are now empowered to move to a space that will bring you the significance that you're looking for. So in your ability, in your desire to move away from this community, you may not necessarily end relationships, but you're definitely moving on, moving forward. In the first house, we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is representing your perspective, your attitude on a mundane daily basis. And the Chariot shows you as having found the assistance and support that you need to move towards your goals very rapidly. You have cultivated you are cultivating a lot of focus towards the things that you want. And in your ability to focus all of your energy with the support of those around you, those that you've asked for assistance, those that are providing assistance, you are moving rapidly towards a new goal, a new opportunity, or a new location, a place where you can find greater harmony and alliance with your values. In the 4th house, where you have your subconscious, your domestic environment. Ten of Wands is indicating that you have shouldered a tremendous amount of responsibility and obligation in your home life, perhaps towards your family, family of origin, wherever this intimate circle is, this domestic space. It represents a history of being the caretaker, of being the primary caretaker, of shouldering a lot of responsibility for a lot of other people, and in that effort, exhausting yourself and finding yourself unable to have your own needs met in the most critical way. And in fact, the Eight of Cups is indicating that this tremendous effort that you expend for others' benefit is now losing its appeal to you. You are recognizing the limitations of this, and that there are elements in your domestic environment that would happily have you continue to give unceasingly to them without giving that back to you, without a concern for your health or well-being. This is you making that change, leaving this behind, finishing up this cycle so that you can in fact move forward in your career, move to a more favorable, more meaningful environment. The seventh house, significant others, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords indicates some kind of clarity that has come to you through your partnerships, about your partnerships, or this shows you leading an effort among your audience partners, your clients, your customers, in which you are exploring and revealing a new truth. This is you creating a new project in partnership, understanding the nature of your partnerships with greater clarity than before. And as a result, rather than giving in to the sense of exhaustion and completion of this cycle, you are inspired to move forward to create something new. I'm going to clarify the Chariot with the Two of Wands in the second house and the Nine of Swords in the third house. Yeah, you are moving on to less familiar terrain. You are grounded in your experience, in your area of expertise, and you are now interested in expanding, growing your base, learning about something new, moving to a new area of discovery. The Nine of Swords is indicating that this exhaustion is built on a tremendous sense of being victimized, being hurt, being damaged, being betrayed in your relationships. However, your willingness to take responsibility for the position that you're in currently is part of what has helped you turn around and understand these difficulties and hardships in terms that allow you to take responsibility and recognize the things that you've learned from those challenges. The key here is that you are no longer internalizing these betrayals, these hardships, as being reflective of who you are. Instead, you are recognizing your role in that and changing that so that you are leaving unproductive relationships and opportunities behind. The Ten of Wands is being clarified by the Death card in the fifth house and the Temperance card in the sixth house. Yeah, you're really letting something go, and this looks to be a way of creating of being problem solving, a way of resolving conflict or issues or expressing yourself. That is ending. You are transforming the way you express yourself. You are bringing in a prayer or a goal that is allowing you to move forward away from taking care of the needs of others exclusively, to moving forward and balancing out that tremendous responsibility and weight on one side of the scales, to balancing that so that your own needs are considered, integrated into your efforts moving forward. This is really showing you to be in a cycle of tremendous healing. This is self-created healing. This is you adjusting and balancing out the forces of the opportunities and relationships that you are currently engaged in with what it is you truly want, who it is you truly are moving forward, so that the healing that you are providing for yourself is also healing your external environment. You're developing new habits and routines that are making you more efficient and more productive, certainly happier. The Ace of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the 7 of Cups in the 8th house and the Star in the 9th. So a lot of the realizations that you are experiencing, a lot of this desire for growth is unearthing a lot of options, opportunities that are appearing before you, unimagined but now newly imagined possibilities in your partnerships, in the resources that you can develop within your partnerships. And many of those may feel like a distraction or will be a distraction because of your newfound direction. You are attracting new opportunities for giving, new false opportunities perhaps. But those are simply helping to unleash your sense of emotional possibility as you've gained this new perspective, this new way of balancing out your desires and pursuing these new opportunities that are before you. The stars indicating that through your ability to overcome these tremendous difficulties, you have gained a new vision. And this vision is entirely hopeful. It is encouraging you to recognize opportunities for the larger global community that you're involved in. This is allowing you to look at new ways to distribute, share, or spread what you've learned, what your vision for possibilities are to a broader variety of communities around the world. So this is you getting things published. This is you traveling, moving location temporarily in your exploration to process what you have learned and document that, record that, or publish it, distribute it as broadly as possible. In the 10th house, the 8 of Cups is clarified by the 4 of Swords in the 11th house and the King of Cups in the 12th house. Yeah, you are continuing to heal, to continue to provide understanding for yourself around the things that have been difficult. Your new efforts to construct this new, more balanced experience of protecting and cultivating your own gifts and opportunities with the needs of others. The service that you are providing to others is allowing you to do a lot of self-healing that allows you to stand back and recognize the tremendous progress that you've made. This is something that can be difficult for you who is so very intimately attuned to all the details of your projects and of the efforts that you're making, so that at this point you are attending to the details step by step as you build this new experience of moving forward, this new way of thinking about the conditions of your life and the opportunities that that contains. And this is ultimately netting you this tremendous emotional maturity, this ability to cultivate the contradictions that sometimes appear in our relationships, in our work life, holding things together, for instance, helping someone that you may not feel tremendous resonance with or support from, but recognizing that you have an opportunity to support someone in such a position. That's an example of the kind of maturity that allows you to expose your own vulnerability so that it can be helpful to others. I'm going to finish off your reading with an oracle card from the language of flowers and the crystal oracle, and ask if you're enjoying this reading to like and share and subscribe to my channel. Share comments, share my videos. However you're moved to support me, it is deeply appreciated. And I pulled the agapanthus, or I call this the lilies of the Nile. The key words are words of love, and the advice is speak with your heart. I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I thank you for your time and attention, and until next time, Namaste.